Hello everybody, Arxis here with another retro let's play. This time, of course, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So, I did a little bit training and I think I did a little better in this let's play. Unfortunately, I have few really not exactly nice fails. However, good news is this version which I have is like Steam version and there's like save feature, so I use this as my advantage and did some editing. You can say there's like few places where I did like basically like cut the game, but other than that I have basically no any specific problems and I think I did really well. Because in this first level I focus on get many Chaos Emeralds as I can, so that's the reason why I'm doing like much slower than I usually do. So that's the reason why I spent like really lots of time in this first level, because I'm trying to get rings and special stages. These special stages are okay. Just now you can just notice as I save the game. These special stages are actually really easy. I think they are actually most easiest special stages in Sonic, at least as I can remember, and I do most of them on the first try. There's actually two of them where I was actually forced to use like save and load the game, and that's kinda embarrassing. It's probably because I'm uploading this on internet, which I must admit it's make me a little nervous. That actually don't make my concentration and my gameplay better. I usually do all these special stages like on first try, but because of this I didn't play as well, but I think I still play much better than Sonic 1. So, but these first few levels I do like no problem on the first try. There's like two bonus stages which give me like little more pain, if I can say this like. Well, surprisingly, if you know how, you actually can get all 7 Chaos Emeralds in the first zone. It is difficult, but it is possible. However, I was not able to do this. I get only 6, so, but still, in the end of this let's play, I have like all 7, so that's good. As you can see, like I mentioned, I trying like play more slow and more careful, and probably another reason which I do a little better than in my previous let's play was because there is this spin dash feature which was, like first time presented in Sonic 2, and I think this thing do like really big difference. It give you opportunity like accelerate pretty much instantly if you reflex hard fast enough. So yeah, I think this is really good Sonic. Everything which original Sonic the Hedgehog bring this game did even better. Like nothing like major little change, which is actually good. So as you can see, I like basically trying like get rings, and I just purposely missed this checkpoint because I don't have enough rings, which I doing like most of the time, and I must say I did like actually really well. I mean, there is like few hits which I take, but other than that I even don't expect it like 6 Chaos Emeralds like in a first zone. It is actually really good result. I realized how much time it take me when I last time played this game, so I was actually really impressed. Well, except those few bonus stages which I was basically just kinda cheaty. I mean, it's not like total cheat because in this version Sonic like safe and vault is like legitimate feature, but still it's kinda cheap, so I feel bad about it. But like I said, it's probably because I was nervous. I usually don't have as many problems. I usually do these special stages like on first try. Because like I said, these are really easy, and maybe it's because it also can be because of this version is, I guess, kinda more difficult, I don't know. But yeah, I may say I'm really like happy how I did in my another let's play. It will be online probably tomorrow. I finish the game. I wanna like do like 2 parts because Sonic is actually really short game, unfortunately. Especially you were able to Super Sonic, which make you like really ridiculously fast. I mean, Sonic is itself, even if it is not Super Sonic, it's itself like really fast. So that's the reason. Like maybe some other people can do like 1 episode per zone, but I think this is way too short. I did this, especially because I spent so much time to like gather rings and Chaos Emeralds in first zone. That's the reason why this video is kinda longer than I usually do. So hopefully tomorrow video will be shorter. At least I hope so. And then next week there will be of course Sonic 3. Then who knows? Maybe I can try other Sonic games, or maybe I can do something else. I have a bunch of games, so there's like lots of possibilities. I have even some games which I myself I think never played. Who knows? But yeah, there is basically nothing much I can say about this level. Just moving and collecting rings, which is something which Sonic usually do. That's it. And speed. Speed is always good. But yeah. Rings and jumping on the springs and do all classic Sonic moves. And this is actually kind of difficult place. Like there's this one bonus stage. Believe it or not, that is actually difficult to get here, and I'm surprised I did this on the first try. I don't expect it because this monkey, as you can just watch, is really like kind of sneaky position and usually hit me, but fortunately I did this on the first try, so that was like really lucky. And here is another bonus stage. Even if I did some like save and load, and yeah, I expect I do more, so it's easy. I actually did like better than I expected. It's like not perfect, and it's definitely not my that's but yeah, I think this level is actually really one of the most easiest from the stages. So yeah, and oh yes, ep1. He is on a new meaning of this level. Like really. He still wants some action. So like right now I'm doing this level like what knife to the other. Kinda. 5, 4, 3, 1. kinda not probably a good idea was like get Miles with me because sometimes he actually can do some problems, but like best tactics in this level is don't come over here and do many rings if possible yourself. That's at least my experience. So, how many I have? I believe I have 3, so I think that's all for this stage, I think. I'm trying to like get more rings, because I'm not sure if this is like all bonuses that I can get. Yeah, like I said, it is possible to get all Chaos Emeralds in the first zone. I actually did that this few times, but it is more difficult than it looks. Which is kinda... I don't know. Because no matter how crazy this may sound, sometimes in Sonic the Hedgehog is actually more efficient going slow. I know, it kinda sounds like almost like sin, because Sonic is and always was about speed, but sometimes going slow is not such a bad idea. I can say I definitely remember this level like much better than levels in Sonic 1. I think these levels are actually like... I think I like them actually much more than the level in Sonic 1. Probably because there is like more like running and more like open spaces and not as many like platforming, because I mean like Sonic is a platformer, but I think I enjoy like much more like high-speed sections. I think you can actually tell how much better I do than in my previous Let's Play if you like check how many lives I have in like and my first Let's Play. It's like on the end like this Let's Play I have like much more lives than to enter full game in my previous Let's Play. So I think this is like really easy way how we can recognize I'm doing obviously better. And here we are, Act 2. Act 2 is kind of tricky because I don't remember these checkpoints as good as, you know, first level. There's actually one of them which I find only because I was lucky. But still, like 6, it's like really good. Yeah. I'm moving like much slower, and I think like up on this spring is also something, I believe rings or maybe light. I'm not sure, but there's definitely something there. So now I'm going like search this stuff. These ideas they are really also dangerous because they are really highly unpredictable. Places like this in Sonic Hedgehog. Surprisingly, these what they are, I don't remember. These enemies, they are actually kind of version of same enemy from Sonic 1, but they are not dangerous because they are like super slow. And here we are, another another bonus level. I think I do this one also on first try. I think. I'm not perfectly sure, but like I said, these levels are actually less you use life. If you remember which is obstacles and where the rings, then it's there's few places where it's like rings are really difficult to get if your timing is bad, which is my timing is usually really crappy. So yeah, at least I still remember most of the obstacles, which is good. This is how I missed. I think I'm too late. It's like riding a bike or something which is basically impossible. But at least completely. Here's another face. Second or third, I don't know. I lose track. And there's the unusual. Like drawing like playlists like if you can play, if you are lucky on them, you can play like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or Sonic 3 and you have some friends and you can play with you, then Tiles can be like ultimate weapon over domination, especially in Sonic 3 because he can fly. So yeah, here AI is kinda suck. We are in the game and let's collect more rings because rings are important. These monkeys here, they are like really dangerous because they like trying these coconut bombs or whatever it is, throwing them with really like stupid angle, and sometimes like it's like difficult to like hit them because they and I totally miss this place and I realized I cannot go back, so I load and back. So yeah, I think this is like only, I believe this is like only load which I use like in the game. At least I think so. I know like this one is there, except I was not able to like slow down fast enough. I miss it, so this time I'm like much more careful. And I actually accidentally go in this place and get like extra life. And because I have no miss it, I stuck here and accidentally find this another checkpoint. And this, I believe here there will be some fails. I think, I'm not sure. Oh yes, I think repeat this level at least a few times. I actually missed this part. I want to edit this and record, but you never can like get edited. Surprisingly, I have like enough rings for this first phase. Which is something that I didn't realize how many life I also. This is one of the places where it's like really like difficult to catch all rings because they are like this really weird pattern and it's difficult to like work them all. And yes, I just failed 3 rings. That sucks. So let's load and try it again. And here I am. It's my another guy. I think I actually wrote all first phase like completely. Oh yes, I did. This time again is not like really like fail, but yes, and here like I can say I hate these like spirals or what this is because they are really like difficult to get rings. I'd say this ones. I'm like thoroughly like stable like all rings. Here's like really nice save this section. Probably doing this like once or twice, I'm not sure. Which I think it's actually better. I mean, it's not like completely legitimate. Oh yes, I definitely this at least 3 times. Because these spirals are like, you know, they are like terrible. And here we are, load. And another guy. And why? What the hell? I started this thing over. I have no idea. This is so critical. Not just wasting time. There is a chance like get some extra ring and start, but oh yes, so I remember this place when I was like really nervous because when I just like fail once it's making me pissed and I become even more nervous and eventually do really bad. Because like I said, I normally do these like all bonus stages like on first die. I was like, oh my god, somebody like see how therapy was playing green and here we are, another roll. Why I starting this over and over again? Just being so badly like directly. First phase, that's terrible. Oh, I originally wanted to do this one, but now when I do post recording, it's like too late to stop, so sorry about that. At least, let's save this right now. Oh yes, I did, so maybe I'm not. No. Let's see how it goes, how well I do this time. I think for me, I have like a bunch of things. But it's so good, it's like in battle. So let's save right now. Oh yes, this is a part which I also. Oh man, this is so stupid. And I totally missed the link. These are really like really stupidly placed. It is like really extremely difficult to like get some like hold how many rings I missed. Also like 200 levels rings. Yeah, so difficult to get. That's like maybe too much. I think like even the last stage is like easier than this. This is probably one of the most difficult stages here. Especially these up and these spiral they are like terrible. Look like 7 rings. I think like 7 rings. That's terrible. And here we are again. This is the part where I was like super angry and that's never a good thing because make the gameplay always worse. Look at this, like how I possibly like oh, this is terrible. Well, at least there is this safe function, so at least I can hold and try again. Like I do like a normal let's play, and take me like much more time, be much more difficult. So I choose instead like use this feature and make this shorter because this video is already pretty long. I'm not even close, and that is like only 25 minutes. So yeah, can you imagine how much time this takes me if I like I'm doing this like legitimately? Because I usually don't like these like stages. I'm not a big fan. Like this isn't actually as much like difficult, but come on, there's a few more rings, and finally, oh, it was like super annoying, like really annoying. So obviously I missed this one level. I actually want to cut this part out and do some like rest on a slightly later, and unfortunately I missed this one because they have like some more color demon. I did other part, which is really bad. You have like 40 minutes long video. It is difficult, especially if there's like 2 levels, which look basically the same. So sorry about that. I really don't want this. Unfortunately, it happened. So now there's like one last checkpoint, so I need to like get some rings, get this place. There's like one moment where I, for a moment, like maybe I can go up, but then I change my mind and continue the direction and jump and jump. Slow down because I know there's another checkpoint here. Why is like this? So now there's like this spot. You jump and this is almost another level. As you can see, this part is like same color theme. So this is part which I originally wanted to like keep here. This previous one that I failed so many times. I want to stay like some part of it. I thought unfortunately because they look the same, I basically fail, and this level which I did like 2 tries, I failed 1, which is actually not as bad, but unfortunately it happened. But I'm sorry about that, but as you can see they look pretty much same. It is difficult like to say which one is which one. So yeah, but at least I have 6, 7, 6 of 7. How I can even say that? I don't know. 6, 7 counts in a row. It's good. So here's boss where I do actually really fine. I'm just kind of showing this one. It really look not terrible. I mean, still I was like able to kill him with the time, so no big deal with that. But I'm doing like really good. But in the end, he dies. So as you can see in my like first play, I have like on the end of the game I have like 5 lives, and this is like first zone, and I have like already 10 lives. So it's like not proof I do better than I don't know what is. But here are chemical parts. This actually can say I actually like this. So it is like fast and it's not as much difficult actually, and if you like don't care about rings, Surprisingly, I was not able to find single difference. At least I go really quickly through this one. So it's good news because I spent way too much time in like here. I don't like this video is like 14 minutes. It's like 80 minutes already. I mean I spent almost half hour in the first zone, which is kind of ridiculous. But if you realize how much I do with like special stages, then obvious why I do have. But I'm doing actually fine. Don't rush too much. Sometimes it is actually really better. This is actually also a really dangerous place. And here, 1 minute 40 seconds. That's like much faster than first level. And here is the that's what I like. I actually missed the life here, but honestly I don't care. Sorry, the life doesn't matter because I usually end game with more lives than I need for finish the game, so I actually don't understand. I mean, like in here I will probably have like much more life because the Sonic need like rings as a fuel to be supersonic, and that's the reason why I'm basically trying like spend more time with collecting rings. Here we are. I didn't have many mistakes which there's a famous event, but I'm happy for this. And here is going another place where I basically edit this. I try to edit this like we like don't able like, recognize there is some editing. Just tell me if you recognize where it happened. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Can you see? Oh, I think it was actually really good. So because of this, I can do this. I believe I can do this part on my first. Yeah, I don't know why I like fail. My first I have no idea because this one was actually very easy. If you realize like this is the last bonus stage that you may expect to be like super difficult, but I think this one is just like one hardware. Because here is actually really simple way to like nowhere jump and then go to the next easy cake. Nice. Basically the same. Moving one side and right, left and right, and left. Actually, one more left. But even with this fail, I still have enough rings. Surprisingly, thanks for the games. This part is very basically like no problem. How I usually just get placing one or do which I do right now, which actually I think it's doesn't matter as much. Even if tiles like lose during links, I believe I'm able to do this. 200 links just only, I think like once lose. There's a few more rings. There's 3, 2, 1. And it's done. All 7 kills are out. I So I can be a freaking supersonic right now. Hooray! Which surprisingly I don't use as much in my next level. I just like collect some rings, but I didn't actually have much. Surprisingly now, tiles just save me from dying, which is good. So thanks, buddy. Oh yes, this is this one part where like trying like kill, defeat like the man slash. What depends which name you prefer. I think here in Sonic 2 there was still called Robot. Like some people say no, it's Eggman, it's correct, and some others will say no, it's Robotnik. Well, actually both are except. And at some point, I believe it was like first time was in Sonic Adventure where Eggman was first time called Eggman. I think like Sonic started to call him Eggman first, and basically, however, his like real life name is actually I believe Ivor Robot. Which sounds kind of like Russian name, I think, at least to me. Now I find basically doing like a course which usually works, except I fall and I die. Really embarrassing way how bad I am. Unfortunately, I was stupid and did the same mistake 2 times, so this is not my first death. And I realized I maybe can be a little more careful because my reflexes aren't good as they used to be. And I did it again. So that sucks. So one more try. At least there is one try. No? I don't know. And this purple water will really I don't even know what this noise like drain it and now on my head. It's gonna be something nasty, so yeah. And yes, this time I learned my mistakes and do it properly, and he is finished. And the same thing. Zone as well. So here is like one more zone because I don't need any more like bullet rings, at least not for bonus stages. I have done supersonic. Unfortunately, I get purely ugly hits which don't kill me, like no big deal. However, I was able like done supersonic. I was not satisfied. Didn't like I did level like relatively quickly, but I still just wanna do supersonic. It's just much better. Like you don't need to care about enemies because you are pretty much invisible and you can just enjoy all the speed of this. I don't even know how this happened. I'm holding down all the time and still this arrow. I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. I was so disappointed. But I get new levels like 44 rings and 1 minute and 10 seconds. That's not like totally bad, but I hope I maybe can be supersonic, which doesn't happen. So yeah. So I doing much more careful here. I'm those rules and rings is actually a lot of fun. With the angles, so sometimes I can do like really double hits. And I can. That's nice. So I just don't lose more rings. I need them. I really like this spin dash. I think it's like one of the best features. Like being able to like do the spin dash, that's yeah. So with both my rings. Moving like if you are careful then you can do all this level playing with the water, which is something which I always appreciate because as you can remember from my previous let's play, water is not my friend. Not even worth it. Yeah, being a super character. Okay, these colors. Jump. 48 more I need these super sound. As you can say like how slowly I move because I don't lose but this last boss and obviously now I will transform. Yeah, and take this guy. He had no chance. I mean like few rings, but by taking like the super sonic he had no chance. And that's basically all for this video. So yeah, that's all 7 kills and the emeralds. I'm actually satisfying even if there was several awkward moments, but that's it. Always time. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow and yeah, next time.